Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy James from What's Your Forte, and as you can see, I'm right here at Kies Motorsports, and today I'm getting the Apple CarPlay installed in my BMW 435. Let's get it. Alright everyone, so I want to give a special shout out to Kilff from Kies Motorsports. He installed my Apple CarPlay into my car right after the Kies Auto Show. He has his own YouTube channel called The Sunday Drive, him and Pete do, and they have some awesome videos, so definitely go check them out. Alright, so let's get into the install.
Because you have the bigger screen, that means you have a bigger head unit.
Okay.
So I know I'm going to have to mount your MMI in here, so I'm just going to start dropping the glove box.
Okay.
While I had the 10mm on here, there's two 10mm under here that hold the bottom.
Yep.
Cover.
Same ones I had to take out when I changed the cabin filter.
Yep. I like just to stick my best stuff in here.
This turnout was bigger than last year, huh?
About double.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we maxed that parking lot out. Next year we're gonna have to go bigger. I mean, if it keeps growing, we'll be we'll be the new Beamer Fest East.
Yeah.
For sure. The fingers.
Okay.
This just pulls out.
Oh wow! I would have thought you needed like a little trim tool.
And you just careful on this end because just work it slow.
Okay.
Pops out. And then for this part, you do need a trim tool. Yeah, or pick. You slide the pick on the bottom of this clip here, with this plug. Get it in there. That'll release. Just two clips. So there's your climate or hazards and your locks. Right. That'll come out. Set that out of the way. And there's two T20s that hold in pretty much everything. All these screws we're gonna do are all T20s.
Okay. Cool.
So except for the 10mm
At the
bolts,
bottom.
and then there's two T30s under there for holding in the airbag. And then the bottom part of your or underneath your radio controls, I just go on the bottom, put my fingers in there, this pulls out and then comes down.
Okay.
Some models there's a little light. Actually, I might be able to fit it underneath on here. Might be enough room. You might have a slightly newer head unit.
Yeah, this is 16, so.
Okay, yeah, you might have the newer head unit. Well, you do have the newer head unit.
Yeah.
I can't confirm because the old one went all the way down. I don't know if I'll be able to fit under there or not, but we'll see. I might be able to. So there's four T20s that hold in this. Now, a lot of people give up on this plug because this plug is really tight.
Yeah.
The way you do it is you take a really thin pick tool like this, you stick it on the outside, and then because you're doing it by yourself, you just pull on the unit. If you try to pull that straight out, it doesn't get it.
Snap it. Yeah.
Yep, because there's basically a little tiny nub that you can't see, so you got to spread the plastic and then just pull it out.
Okay.
So we should be able to fit. So cool. I don't have to drop the glove box. That's even better. Now this is the last generation, as I mentioned. So the new one has has Android Auto.
Oh, okay.
And
Which
does
I don't need that, but.
yeah. So if most guys if they're Apple, they stay Apple.
Yeah.
There's two T20s that hold this in place. Pop this out. And then on the back is this block harness. Alright. And it's got like a lever at the top. So it's like a rocker arm.
Okay.
Swing that down. And then it kind of works itself out. Alright. So always make sure you have a towel because the wires are short. So this kind of gets stuck like right there. Alright. I'll let you get in there. So we just remove this, you rock basically this arm back and it pushes it out, and then when you put it back in, you push it in, it locks it in place. We need to remove the fiber optic connection right here. That's going to go to the new harness. So that pulls out, looks like that.
Okay.
There's a little tab up top, it just lift up with the pick tool. And then
the new stuff.
Yep. So we plug the old block harness into the female end of this cable that comes with the kit. That locks in place. You can hear it click. And then we put that fiber optic connection we removed from the block harness into the new one. Just put it in the same spot. And if you're not sure what spot, you can look on the back of the head unit, and there's only one that has pins to receive it. Okay. And then you can connect that. Make sure you put it in correctly. Let's see. Yeah. This way. Can be a little bit tight. What we did is we plugged the new part, basically it's a Y intercept connection, so we plugged the new harness into the back of the head unit, removed that fiber optic connection over, and then we plugged the old harness connection into this block right here. And now we're going to install a new cable on the screen. Pull that up. Okay, so flip this around. Now these connections are very tight, so they're kind of annoying to work with. Just be careful when you're pulling up that you're not going to whack your screen on your windshield.
Yeah, you don't want those problems.
No. I already have a broken windshield in my Camaro. But not from doing this, from rock chips.
I have a crack in the lower part from an 18-wheeler from throwing rocks at me.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Slowly work it out. There we go. Pull this back out. Pull that wire down. Okay. Cool. Right. Let me see which end. Okay. Feed your new wire up. There's a hole in the middle of your dash right here. Open that up. You just plug it in the back of the screen right there. Click down in place. All right. Why are there? All right.
That's the one you just took off, I think, the burgundy one.
But I didn't remove it completely. No, this is the one I just took off. All right. Well, one of these two will work. I don't know why there's two wires in there. There weren't originally, but we've taken this kit apart and yeah. All right. So the screen connects to your output, and the head unit connects to the input. And again, the new version of this CarPlay is a little different. There's two different connections, so you can't mix it up. Then you take power that comes from that harness that plugged into the back of the head unit, that big block harness that we just plugged in right here.
Yep.
So that's where you're going to get power, and we do disconnect the battery before doing any of this, just to make sure everything's safe. USB connection is what your phone's going to plug into. The new kit also uses USB. If you want a wireless, you actually have to upgrade the entire head unit. So that just plugs into the one labeled USB. You can install a reverse camera with this kit. So if you need a reverse camera, they have the connections for that. All right, so we're just about ready to test. Plug. I always test before I put everything together. Just gonna plug these controls back in. All right, set that right there so it looks perfect. All right, so the dip switch settings on this kit, because we have the larger screen, one is going to be set to on. This would be off if you had the small 6.5-inch screen, and then 2, 3, and 4 should be set to off. torque settings when putting these in, because you are going into plastic. And you're not holding your car together with these. So.
Yeah. Some double-sided tape, so you want to tape it to the top part.
Yep. So this is 3M Automotive grade tape. Once it's stuck up there, it's really stuck good. Because you have the newer MBT head unit, MBT Evo, you can stick this right underneath of here, and it'll stick up. If you have the older CIC head unit that's like fills up this whole area, we have to drop the glove box, and basically there's some kind of ribbing right here, and we'll zip tie it right to this area up in like kind of a vertical position like this. If you have the small screen, then you always have the small head unit usually, because that means you don't have navigation, and then we can stick it underneath as well. So you don't have rattles. I'd much rather spend a half hour extra doing an install and not have any rattles, and really making sure everything's secure, than doing it quick and then having the customer complain because you have rattles.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So at this point, we tested the Apple CarPlay. It worked. I couldn't record it because my phone is needed, and I recorded my phone, and everything worked out. And I'm just going to go straight into my final thoughts. All right, everyone. As you can see here, I got the Apple CarPlay installed, man. And I'll say I've been messing with it, driving around with it. So far, it looks good, man. I really, really enjoy it so far. Shout out to Kilff at Kies Motorsports for doing the install for me. And shout out to Brian. Shout out to everybody at the event today, man. The event was a success. It was epic, man. There's going to be tons of videos popping up, I know, from everybody. So definitely check it out, everyone's video, man. Go support, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, do everything, man, you can do, man. But yeah, man, so Apple CarPlay, I'm gonna be messing around with it, and then I'm gonna come back and do a full review for everyone and let everyone know exactly what I think about it. All right, so thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, notification bell, all that. Please do it. Please support. Please let me know anything. If you have any questions, please hit me up on either on this video, or hit me up on IG. I definitely try to get back to you and whatever your questions may be. So thanks, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.